on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Lions going up against the Falcons. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, in what is scheduled to be its final season as an NFL stadium, there's a look at the Georgia Dome here in Atlanta. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Ebron caught left side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And on this offensive unit, one guy that's proven himself early in the NFL is Eric Ebron.
A very reliable target for a quarterback. They always love tight ends because they're right in their sight lines. If you get it to this guy, though, he can take it the distance.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Okay, Charles, defensive starter time for the Atlanta Falcons.
And let's spotlight Keanu Neal, the safety out of Florida. So big, so athletic. Many thought they might make him an outside linebacker, but I think they're going to use him as a hybrid. Outside linebacker, strong safety, kind of in the Cam Chancellor mode in Seattle.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so, because you've tried to run the ball, and really it doesn't matter who got the ball in the play because there was no space to go. So I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Martin to punt it away for Detroit. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They will run again with Coleman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
One thing that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play, or making a play in space against the ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on fourth down. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And he takes this across. $17. 3 yards remaining here on second down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On play action, they'll throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go now.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? You not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Ooh, with a juke. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. On 3rd and short, the fullback Burton. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Here we go now. Green throw.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Over. No.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. Their dangerous wide receiver, 33 yards. And the Lions are going to take a 1st quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And a man, as we look at the starters now, a man who really has earned us talking about him in the booth, Julio Jones.
He's a 1,000-yard receiver each and every year. So sleek, so wonderful. I call him Secretariat.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on 1st down. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So they're able to connect and beat the man coverage.
Nice job between the two of them. One getting downfield, the other one delivering.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. They come up in an offset eye. Now Ryan on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon. It's the... Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. But they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
All week long as a defense, you game plan to stop this guy as a runner. And then when they start sneaking him out of the backfield and throwing it to him, that totally disrupts what you plan to do in the game.
They'll toss it to Coleman, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, Keep us uncovered. Let us run to the ball. We'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry. And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient and let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards that time at a first.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep. Wiley?
Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names?
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They come out here in the I. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Out of the Wildcat, this is Freeman. This is Coleman. And that formation won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Bud Dupree, a former 1st-round pick, in on the stop. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the 1st.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that. And when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 6 yards to go here on second down. And the slot man goes in motion left. On second down, Freeman. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Everyone's looking for the big runs, the explosive runs, the 20 to 30-yard plays. But anytime you're picking up good yardage and setting yourself up on down and distance, offenses love that too.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Coleman now. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Not only was that a nice run, it's got to be a little bit of a confidence booster as they head towards the end of the first half.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out here in the eye. Here's Coleman. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Ryan on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Coleman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 3, second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he'll fight his way down inside. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Ryan now to throw on third down. He goes underneath to Freeman. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. And here we go on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing, no pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal?
So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come up in an offset eye. On second down, here's Ryan. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Well, they have the yards anyway, so they're going to decline the penalty.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid combination defense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. Surveying the field. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Again, we'll see the pistol here. The slot man in motion right. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
The left side completion to Jones. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And Detroit getting set to go now. And tough starting field position here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there, the offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going, but defensively, they've slowed them down the entire game. They don't want to turn into more. They're going to try and figure out a way to take it back on this next play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Stiff-armed him. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And the tight end, Ebron, in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. One receiver left, 2 to the right. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
So the D-line's going to spread out. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. To throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Ebron caught left side. So a big roughing the passer penalty, Charles, and of course that's 15 yards.
And everyone knows how protected the quarterbacks are. You've got to make sure that when you launch at a quarterback that you're hitting him in the right spot and in the right time.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe to be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They'll get 32 yards there. And it'll be first down, Detroit. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. It's for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a cutback, right sideline. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big play there out of the running game. 36 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop. At the 32-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Ebron with it over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football.
Green, 39.
On play action, they'll throw. Letting one go deep for the... a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Kevin Coleman, 87 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A very solid gain of 27. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Back to the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle of the block as the defense just did there?
Sure. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
Here we go now. Boom, landing. Leopard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And they're going to speed things up here.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Ready.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.